Alright, guys, I just want to see how it looks on the stream. Okay, well, so basically, I might fail the year in university. This is actually my last year at university, and it's just that it was like I was back in Dubai uh, before this year. I used to study there in university, and then in my last year I moved here as a transfer in UK. And in my whole like 2021, it was like 21 years. Now I'm 22, but before it was like 21 years of my life. I've never visited UK. So when I moved here, it was really hard for me because I had to, like, there was a lot of stuff that was going on, and I had to learn how to settle down here in this country. I had to open, like, like bank account and I don't know, Oyster card for the traveling stuff. There was like a lot of stuff to do, and like I had to buy some kitchen stuff and all that, learn how to cook, and it was just like a mess. It was like really hard because I had to do a lot of things, and at the same time I had assignments. Um, and I had like even people here they barely help. Like you have to do everything by yourself. It was even I didn't have friends because it was really hard for me to fit in because I don't know. I feel like everybody here has a like kind of a London mindset or a culture. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just hard for me to kind of like fit in and all that. Like I just don't. Some people I know they were able to fit in so fast from Dubai when they came here, but me I just couldn't. Like it's hard for me. Um, yeah. So since I had to do everything alone and settle down and all that, I was really late with my assignments, and I ran out of a lot of time. So basically, I had to do this a major film for my graduation, and I was supposed to do it like the duration for it was 6 months, you know, like that's enough time to make a film. But because I was stuck with other assignments, and because I take things slow too, that's another flaw of me, and settling down this country and all that, and like it was just too much going on. So now I have only 1 month left. I have only 1 month left for my assignment, and it looks like I'm not gonna do my assignment well. Therefore, I'm not like I'll try to take a deferral, like a extension to extend my deadline. But if I did that, it's like my film, my graduation film. Nobody's going to see it because usually the graduation films for all students is gonna be shown in a cinema or something like that, and people get to watch it. So when you get deferral, it's not gonna be there. So that just like the downside if I took a deferral, and I'm gonna finish late. I'm gonna graduate even late, like in September. I was supposed to graduate like in July. Yeah, and basically the film I'm gonna do, I took solo project. It's funny because okay, basically I took solo. Like you can go like naturally in film there are crews, right? Like cinematography, editor, and all that. But I took solo, and um, basically I'm gonna do everything. So I'm gonna do cinematography, editing, and all that. And I was planning to do the film in Grand Theft Auto, GTA, because I grew up in this editing community, T3C, Relative Minds, Venix Arts, and many more. I used to like so many edits, and my favorite editors, I follow most of them. They always do like it's like an editing video game community. There was also another rise, the anime or anime whatever, also editing community. There were like there are so many generations they come up from that, and I was one of them. That came from the video games, like especially from Call of Duty and all that. So I really like GTA in general, and I also like film. So I was like, what if I can combine this editing style with film? You know. So my film I'm gonna do it's a short film experiment, and the reason is before I came to UK, I chose to do solo the project, and I thought that I could do it. But when I came and I saw that I ran out of time, I told the teacher that I wanted to change. Like I wanted instead to join a group and I'll be something else other than a director. But he was like, it's too late, and like he insisted that I'm gonna have to finish the film. Like I have to do the film anyway. So I was stuck until I got 1 month left. It's crazy because I have other assignments coming up even soon, and I'm mentally drained. Like I had so many mental breakdowns even. And also it's a really bad timing because back in Dubai, like I was with this girl and things like didn't go well. And then after we stopped talking, like some stuff was toxic that happened that hurted me so much. And like like when things go well with this person but with you it doesn't, life doesn't go well with you, it feels even more worse. Especially that afterwards when it was toxic. So like it was just completely bad year, and I hated this country. I hated UK. Like I just want to leave. My dream. I don't want to say a dream. Wait, just 1 second. Like I don't want to say a dream, but like I always wanted to go to US because so many of my favorite, let's say, editors or music producers or artists in general, or the people I like their work, or even on YouTube, the people I watched, most of them are from US. So I always expected I may fit in US. Like Dubai is good too. I like Dubai, but the community is kind of way too boring. Or I also don't fit in that much. Maybe half half, like with certain people. But it's not again. It's not like I can get support from Dubai. Like at least even here in UK, education wise, there was a little bit of support. I mean, obviously with the other community, there's no support at all. So Dubai was better. But I mean, like education, like for my career in general, what I mean, I think US will give me more support, or even Canada. I don't know, but yeah. And it's a shame because I've been studying for this whole time, and now I'm gonna in my very last year and the very last couple months, I might fail. But if I took deferral, there's still a chance. Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to share my story, with the public, with you guys, and I wanted to share the film I was gonna do because it looks like I'm not gonna fully do it, sadly. And I feel like this film deserves to be known, and I wish I have a time to actually do it. I don't want to completely throw it in trash because it felt like there's a potential for it. So basically, my film experiment is, instead of how, like, you know how an artist, when he drops an album, usually in one of his songs he puts a music video for one of his songs. So I was thinking, what if I can do an official album video? So basically, it's a very long music video, but it's for multiple songs. So it's a short film, but it's an album video. It's an official album video. So I wanted to experiment with the new editing style, because I felt it fits good with music videos. So let me share the story. Just like this. Yeah. Wait. Let me just put this like that. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Alright. Just one more time, let me check. Yeah. Cool. Alright. So this is the first frame for my film. And it basically starts. This is, by the way, this is in Grand Theft Auto, remember. It's the game GTA. So basically, like, the city, it's gonna be in a very white area. It's like kind of like it's like in heaven, something like that. And it's burning. It's on fire. It's getting destroyed, and it's kind of like in a snowball glass. You know how, like, when people buy this snowball glass where there's inside like snow and stuff. So basically, there's the city and it's on fire. Yeah. I forgot to mention the song that I was gonna use is Travis Scott song, and there's gonna be 4 songs. So this is the first song, how it starts, and then this is gonna be the protagonist. I just put Franklin, like, just so fast. I didn't even made him wear, like this is just so fast and random. Like, obviously the character, he's not gonna look like that, but I just did it like that anyway. And basically, the protagonist, his name is, I named him Tyrone, and Tyrone, he's gonna be standing there, and there are people around him, but they're all dead. He's the only one alive, and he's seeing the city is burning. Again, it's in the white area, like bright stuff. And then I didn't have time, but I'm gonna be using Travis Scott as a model in the game. So there's Tyrone, there is Travis Scott. Tyrone is the protagonist, and Travis Scott is the antagonist. I thought it was interesting because I'm using album songs from Travis Scott, but I'm making him the antagonist instead of the protagonist. I wanted to try that. And basically, Travis Scott, he's gonna be there, and he's gonna, he's gonna punch Tyrone, but like in this frame, he's gonna be like a POV of Tyrone. He's gonna be punching Tyrone in the face, so he's gonna be punching the camera. And when he punches Tyrone, Tyrone's gonna fall from the sky, and then he's gonna enter another reality, and it's like a very black and dark reality. And this time again, the same city, but now it's a very whole black reality. And then he lands, and he just like runs in the city, and there is like social media, or like basically it's like social media is introduced in the city. It's like in people's lives, in people's building, and Travis Scott, he's gonna be like a giant, in the city. It's like it's like now it's his world now, something like that. Wait, can I cancel? Then just like a very fast jump cut to the city itself. Now it's yeah. That basically I forgot even to say the film is gonna be like kind of like reality with surrealism. You know, so as you see, like Travis Scott here, he's giant, for example. Like it's not real, like stuff like that. So now we jump back, like like reality, and there's like a sunset, and the sun is like is like going down. It's like it's going to be dawn, you know. Excuse my English. My mother tongue isn't English, so yeah. I hope I'm making sense. And now the world has become like hell, like evil. So now it's gonna be a red sky. It's a mod I've actually used from NV. A very talented graphic modder. His name is, I think if I spelled his name correctly, Razid or Razid. It's really good. It's a mod I recommend. Actually, I've known this mod from my favorite editor. One of my favorite editors. His name is Ice VIP. If I pronounce his name correct again. Anyway, I'm gonna using this mod, and basically it's like an evil city. The guy, like I put three guys. All right. I didn't have basically I didn't have time, so I made this storyboard really fast. So there was gonna be like a citizen. He's using his phone, an army, and a construction worker. Basically, the construction worker, he's supposed to be on the ground like dead. The army, he's having a gun and he's like shooting at him. And the citizen, he's taking a photo of it. So basically, like people are like heartless, They just take photos, like they don't care, like whatever, They don't see the bad. They don't see the bad or like whatever. Like you get me, basically. Um. And then yeah, there's gonna be a lot of like events like this. Like instead of a guy shooting, it's gonna be other stuff. But basically, and people instead of using phone, like it will be another person just laughing, for example, with what's like it's a very bad event, and the people are not reacting to it normally, basically. And then Tyrone, like he's gonna be disappointed with what's going on in this world. And then that's the end of the first song where like Tyrone just like he's in an evil world now. He's no longer in heavenly world. And then the second song starts. So when the second song starts, yeah, basically this is Travis. I just made him Franklin wearing a red shirt, but it's basically it's gonna be replaced with Travis, and he's now in a club. He owns, like he has a club. He has everything. Like he owns everything now. Now he's like he's the boss of the city, and he's gonna be from far away looking at Tyrone. Like he's gonna find like Tyrone is also there in the club, and there are gonna be people also dancing around the club. And basically, it's gonna be Tyrone, like, like he's like kind of like lost while people are dancing around him. Like this, like people are gonna be like dancing and stuff in the club. And yeah, he's gonna be walking like this, like kind of like this, kind of like a drunk way. He's like just lost. He's not drunk, but he's like he walks in a way where like it looks like he's expressing feeling of being lost. Then yeah, Then, while he's walking inside the club, he's gonna be seeing characters. As I said, it's surrealism. So like he's seeing like people like their heads are TV, for example, in this situation. And then there are gonna be other characters which I haven't think about. I was gonna introduce even other characters also dancing in the club. Like he's gonna face. And then after the club scene, now we're just gonna see like Travis Scott. Like it's like in a it's just like out of nowhere in the dark area. Like in the song, it will make sense when I do the editing. He's gonna come up and basically it's kind of like a male gaze. So basically, Travis Scott he has like women, he has money, and he has power. You know, he has everything, and basically it looks like fire behind it. It's like in hell. And basically, I like to add some small Easter eggs. So I've added like the TV guy dancing in the back. Basically, the TV guy is like a symbol of social media, you know, and a businesswoman, you know, like they're both like behind that power, that Travis got. And then Tyrone, he's hopeless, you know, he's trying to reach to Travis, but he can't. He's way too far from him. And then back to reality, snap back to reality. There's gonna be a TV in the middle of the street, and people are watching it. And then they see inside the TV. They see inside that TV like Tyrone and Travis. They're fighting each other. No, I'm sorry. They're not fighting. They're like there's a fight about to happen, Like Travis, because as I said, Travis saw Tyrone in the club, So now he's going to him. So, and the people in the we were dancing, they're opening up the place. Like there's gonna be a fight that's about to happen, basically. Um, and yeah, they also sit on the phone. And as again as I said, surrealism, like just TVs in the sky, and people are seeing like the news. Basically, it's kind of like, let's say, a celebrity. This is what's happening. Basically, like it symbolizes like like how celebrity they get scandaled or rumors about them in the media, and people believe it. So basically, they're like something bad's about to happen to Tyrone. So it symbolizes like there are rumors being spread on Tyrone. You know. Um, Yeah, they then the club is open for them and it's like a stage, and the TV guy, Travis Scott, whatever, they all fight Tyrone. They beat him up basically, and then people people they start beating him up in reality. So this was like in a dream, and this is like in reality. You know. It's not like a dream, like when you sleep. I mean, like surrealistic, you know. Yeah, and then Tyrone is just sitting under a lamp. After all this fight, he got beaten up. And the second song finishes, and now the third song starts. He's sitting under the lamp, and he's like in a city. Like he's just feeling lost, and it's reality, as you can see. It's a nighttime. And then now shifting to dreams, surrealistic. Now it's like in the evil world again, but this time I made him wear orange, but I'm gonna replace it like he's gonna be wearing like a prisoner, like a criminal, like how in prison when they wear all orange, like he was supposed to be wearing like that. But I just made it for the sake of storyboard, just to wear orange, from the top, just to be fast and efficient. Um, yeah, and then while Tyrone is walking in the city, he's gonna find other criminals like him, being facing like police brutality and like bad stuff in the evil world, basically. Um, yeah, and then you're gonna be like snippets, of like Tyrone, like a backflash, like when he was in the white heavenly world. He was having a good memories with people. It like everything was fine. But and then it'll be like shift back, like now he's in the evil world and like he's being mistreated, you know. And then Tyrone, he's living in a very great living condition. And I mean Travis, sorry. Did I say Tyrone? And then he's gonna be suddenly in the street with like an army, a cop, citizens. They're all like with him like a gang, and they're all ganging up on Tyrone in the street. And then like Travis is gonna approach him, but when he approaches him, there's gonna be like in the editing, like it's like effect. Suddenly we see Franklin seeing like a city, like his city in the past, in the heavenly world, and then suddenly it's like Travis having a knife and stabbing him, and he's seeing a fire of his city in the heaven, and then other people are stabbing him. The cops are stabbing him, the army are stabbing him, the citizen are stabbing him. They're all like just keep stabbing, with the. They're all just like stabbing him with the song, like with the beat. And as I said, because it's like surrealistic kind of film too, it's not like an actual stabbing, but just like stab, like kind of like emotional stab. And now, in reality, Tyrone is hurt, and as you can see, like everything is so blurry for him, and he's not walking properly. He's just like feeling now lost in the city. And then he, like while he's walking and stuff, he's seeing like other criminals like him are dead on the floor, or jumping from buildings like a suicide and all that. And then he also jumps from the building, but when he jumps, it's like he it's like he gets sucked into a surrealism world again, in this evil world, as you can see in the red sky. But he's like flying. He's not like jumping and falling. He's just like flying in the city. Like how in the game, if you play the single player, you see Michael when he took a drug from a juice from his son Jimmy tricked him, and then pushes Michael from the car. And then Michael suddenly, like he's on the ground and he started dreaming some weird stuff about monkeys and aliens and all that. And then when he flies in the city, that's exactly like same thing. What, like in the evil world. Um, and then Tyrone, after that fly, he lands somewhere in the corner in the city. And basically, I'm gonna make him stand like a locked character, like basically he looks like he's sleeping, but while he's standing. Like when he sleeps, like how online players, when they're locked, or like when I don't know how they show it in multiplayer online in GTA, like where characters were just like sleeping like this, like they're looking on the ground. Basically, Tyron's gonna be the same thing, and there is a light in front of him, and then there's gonna be like other criminals. They're gonna come around this corner. They find Tyrone, and they find the light, and they all go with Tyrone, and they all stand, and they all also get locked. You know, like they're all like sleeping like this, with the light. Like basically, they're all uniting around this light. You know. Then the third song finishes. Now the last song starts, and and what? Yeah. So basically, as you can see, the cops, they're just like securing the area, or whatever. But the gang, they're preparing a riot behind the cops' back. You know, they're like grabbing weapons and stuff. Then basically, every time in this song when Travis Scott says "we in the house," I'm gonna always bring this frame up like in the screen. They're all dancing, and you can see like there's the TV guy and other characters. They're dancing. You know, every time he says "we in the house," we know like I bring this frame up. So it's like gonna be shift between this and this every time like this. You know, in the song. Then a riot starts. You know, the criminals are fighting the police in the evil world, and that's that's when I wanna try my other experiment, which is the editing experiment. It's like during that whole fight, I wanna put that editing thing that I like, which I grew up with this video game community. I wanna like to deliver the experience of fighting, you know, of the riot, you know, in the song, and that it like syncs with the song, so it feels good. And then people are like watching this, you know, they're seeing the riot, and they're taking like phone camera, like they take photos with phones and all that. And then they see that Tyrone, there's a light on him, you know. Then we'll see all these TV characters, and like or other like TV and other characters that I said I'm gonna introduce. They're all like living in a good condition. They're just enjoying, like they're living their moments, and the criminals and Tyrone, they ambush them. They come to the building and they kill them. And then in the song again, when Travis Scott he says "we in the house," we see the frame, but this time no one is dancing, because you know, like the TV is dead. The other characters now they're dead. The criminals killed them, so nobody's dancing in the house. Then we see Travis Scott, like he's with an army, you know, like the army nation, and he's standing, and now we get to see the sunset. Not, I mean the sunrise. Sorry. Sunset or sunrise? Yeah, the sunrise. And basically, like, you know, it's odd. Like, what? There's a sunrise because it was all night or like hell, red sky. But now there's a sunrise, so this is like the end. Like the end is coming near. You know, for Travis Scott. And then we see on the other side, I just put one police, but there's gonna be like a group of police, you know. And in the middle, we'll see the criminals, and the other characters like the TV. They're dead beside the criminals. And there are gonna be people watching them. So if you imagine, it's like a kind of like a triangle, like Travis Scott and the army are here. The police are here. Sorry. The police are here, and people are here watching the criminals, and like they're watching the whole show, the army and everything. And then another riot starts. The criminal fights the police and fights the army on the other side. And then I might change that, but it's like when the camera is in the people's perspective, for them it's like the sun is up, you know, like it's like afternoon. It's like a daytime. But when the camera is like with the whole scene, like the normal scene, it's still a sunrise. It's just in the people's perspective it becomes a daytime, you know? Then back to the scene again, the riot scene. It's the final battle between Travis Scott and Tyron. And this time in kind of like a black area again. They fight and Tyron wins. And when Tyron wins, the sky starts to open and becomes like white and heavenly again, you know? And it's like the thing starts to like flicker and becomes white, 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 white. And then I didn't take the last shot. It's like supposed to be like a fully white. Like that's the ending. It's just fully white. Like we see the whole screen that's just blank white. And then black screen, directed by Yusuf. That's the film. Which sadly might not be done perfectly or screened. But hopefully it's gonna be uploaded on my channel and you guys get to see it anyway. You know, a few of you at least. Or even one view at least. That would be great. Yeah. It hit me hard because I thought I could finish it, you know. Not like obviously not like when I had 1 month left, I was like obviously I can't finish it. Actually, now it's March, back in November, I told the teacher that I wanted to change. It's like I saw it coming when I was in November. I saw it coming that I can't finish the film because of my living situation and oh yeah, and I had refunds from like I had some like I kind of like lost money on stuff and I had the rights to take a refund from the university or from whatever and they took so long. Oh, now I remembered why I even took even more late. I think in October. Was it October or November? Somewhere there. Like I live in the student accommodation. Um there has been like an accident where like there was like water leaking from above in the roof. Like not in my room, in the whole like and most of the rooms in the building. So everybody was evacuated and we all went down. So when I went down, I was like, wait, let me put my I had my old PC, not this PC, another PC, another laptop. I was like, let me go and put it in the bag, you know? So when I went up again to my room, I saw the whole water like like flushing all over my laptop. It was so bad. Like I even posted on my TikTok. If you guys see my TikTok, it just got full of water. Like when I grabbed my old laptop and I just did like this, like to pull the water out of it. Like it was like a bucket size of water. You know when they put a lot of water in a bucket and you drop it, like that amount of water was inside my laptop. It was like destroyed. So I had to take a refund on that. Like, it's a lot of amount of money, and I took the refund after 3 months. So like November, December, January. Yeah, I think in January I took it. Like that's how late they were. And after I took it, I had to set up the game and all that. It took me even another couple of months, which then I reached to March. I remember that was one of the big reason I got very late with my assignment because it was heavily dependent on the game, and I didn't have a laptop. That I couldn't do nothing about it. Yeah, and I just remembered too. But yeah, I just thought I would share the story with you guys in case the film didn't go the way I wanted it to be. I mean, it never goes the way I wanted it to be, but if it didn't go well in general. So I was like, then why not share it? Because it has a value, you know. I don't want to feel like I throw it and nobody knows anything about it. So I was like, just gonna share it to the public. I still have to do it anyway because I still have some time left, a month. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it, but yeah, it's crazy. And